Well, my friends, this is a case of rheumatoid arthritis of the gentle lady. Is the victim, has been suffering from disease for about last 10 years. She is about 40 years age. The shape of the wrist, at my first observation, I told it is definitely a case of RA or rheumatoid arthritis, for which she had treated by a variety of homeopathic doctors, including allopathic MD physicians. Now, my selection within few minutes is medorinum. Surprisingly enough, no homeopathic medicines had given medorinum or any deep-acting anti-miasmatic, anti-psychotic medicines, because the disease is, according to Hahnemann's miasmatic theory, a purely psychotic in origin. The doctors of homeopathy belongs to homeopathy. I said so-called maslamuri, prescribed many medicines and repeated times only calicut, without the symptom totality, without investigation the case properly, without evaluating the symptoms, without interpreting the symptoms, without anamnesis of the symptoms, without analysis of the symptoms, prescribed only calicut. Other maslamuri homeopaths are also prescribed different medicines. But this case is purely psychotic. In the family history, there is arthritis. The pain aggravates before thunderstorm. Medorinum, sepia, carcinosin, rhododendron, gelsemium, natrum carp, phosphorus, etc. The medicines complaints aggravates before or during thunderstorm. Our patient is having desire for salt, কাঁচা লবণ খেতে ভালোবাসে, fear of darkness and thunderstorm, fastidiousness, arsenic, medorinum, carcinosin, etc. So, considering the miasmatic background, considering the pathological generals, considering the physiological generals, the physical generals, and considering the mental symptoms, and also considering the general moderate of the case, medorinum is the choice of medicine. Now, about rheumatoid arthritis, I have repeatedly told you, you must gain your knowledge from the practice of medicine. I am going to publish on practice of medicine for the benefits of general practitioners. The book which will be included chapters from gynecology, from surgery, from ophthalmology, from ENT, and etc. So, rheumatoid arthritis is not a common arthritis for which maximum persons are suffering muscular pain or pain after exertion or heavy work or lifting, etc. It is a systemic disease. It is a systemic and autoimmune connective tissue disease of unknown etiology characterized by systemic polyarthritis. বিভিন্ন জয়েন্টে ব্যথা হতে আরম্ভ করে, systemic polyarthritis and associated extra articular and systemic manifestations. The difference is here, not the symptoms related within the joints or arthritis, but beyond this there are systemic manifestations like other systemic diseases, tuberculosis, diabetes, cancer, etc. অন্য সিস্টেমগুলোকে অন্য সিমটম প্রডিউস করে। It has been considered that the disease has originated both genetic and environmental components. This is the only rheumatism which affects in the local joints as well as produce many systemic changes. The pathology of the disease is nothing but the synovial membrane of the articular capsule of a joint becomes swollen and becomes edematous, and the synovial membrane proliferates and fill up the joint space. The inflammatory granulation tissue of the synovial membrane is spread over the articular cartilage, and the cartilage then gradually eroded and thinned out, and there will be fibrous ankylosis. The areas of the articular surfaces of bone may be breached by bones leading to bony ankylosis. জুড়ে যাচ্ছে হাড়গুলো কারণ আর্টিকুলার কার্টিলেজ নষ্ট হয়ে গেছে। And thereafter the inflammatory nodules appear in the surrounding muscles known as rheumatoid nodules. গুটি গুটি এই সমস্ত জায়গাতে অনেকের গুটি গুটি শক্ত ফুলে ফুলে ওঠে। These are called rheumatic nodules. Here is one of the prominent rheumatic nodules. So the characteristic of this joint is formation of rheumatic nodules, which looks like a small piece causes flexion deformities of the affected side. So there are three stages of the disease. Number one, the inflammatory stage. Number two, the proliferative stage of the proliferation of the synovial membrane due to destructions of the cartilage, and number three, the deformative stage. This gentle lady yet developed deformative stage. So this is rheumatoid arthritis, and for this patient our selection is medorinum. So medorinum is the choice of medicine. I do like to prescribe medorinum on M4 doses followed by PTRS. Let's see the result. I shall share you the case. Within the 10 years, no proper homeopathic medicine was administered by none of the homeopathic physicians alas.